Stop wasting your time doing crunches. Today, we are ranking down the 5 best and worst abdominal exercises backed by science, not hype, from a pro performance coach. And the ranking just might surprise you. To create a ranking, we're going to be using 3 specific categories. Our 3 categories are going to be function. Does the movement or exercise relate to sport or real life action? Category 2 is going to be muscle recruitment. Does that exercise activate and recruit key abdominal muscles while performing? 3 is going to be our form or equipment requirements to perform said exercise. Is it hard to learn and teach? And how much equipment is required to perform said exercise? So diving right in, we're going to be going into our B tier exercise. Our B tier exercise is going to be our cable Palloff press. Now, the cable Palloff press winds itself in the B tier for 3 reasons. 1, its function is excellent. It's great at promoting anti-rotation and stability in the trunk, core, and spine. Recruitment-wise, it targets obliques and key abdominal stabilizers, which is great for athletes as well as your everyday individual. Then 3, the form, easy to coach, but it does require either a cable or a band to perform said exercise. So it has found its way into that B tier because it's great for athletic performance and injury prevention, but it does require some equipment to perform. Our next exercise we're going to be getting into is our C tier abdominal exercise, the decline sit-up. Now, a decline sit-up has found its way into the C tier because its function is very limited. It focuses mainly on hip flexion and lack of core recruitment. So when it does recruit the abdominal exercise, it only recruits your rectus abdominal and mainly the top portion of those rectus abdominal abs. Now, form, it's easy to coach, but it does encourage proper and poor form when you are coaching it because it is just that flexion position. So that's why it has found its way into the C tier. Even though it's a popular exercise, it doesn't necessarily translate to good sport performance and proper life function. Now from there, we are going to be going into our A tier exercise. Our exercise following its way into the A tier is our hanging leg raise. Now, the hanging leg raise has a good function. Requires proper pelvic control and grip strength to hold yourself up on that bar. Now, 2, it does recruit a high amount of rectus abdominal abs as you go through, but it also requires good hip flexor synergy. Now, form and ease, it's tough to execute. Not a lot of people can hold themselves from the barbell for a long enough period of time to perform said exercise and to know how to limit the hip flexor and make sure you are properly engaging your pelvic control while performing said exercise. So because of that, even though it is a great exercise for function and recruitment, it's going to find its way into that A tier because it is a harder exercise to perform. Now, going into our highest rated abdominal exercise is our dead bug. Now, the dead bug is in our S tier, our elite abdominal exercise. Its function, great, very well performing, super high. It really promotes trans anti-rotation and extension, a lot of core control. You get a really good recruitment of deep core muscles, specifically your transverse abdominals, your obliques, and your rectus abdominals all working as one and together in synergy. And it's very, very easy to coach, and you need no equipment. You can add equipment to such, but you don't need equipment to perform your dead bug exercise. So because of that, not only does it teach great spinal stability, breathing under control, it's incredible for athletes, rehab, and just your everyday individual. It has found its way into that S tier category. Now, last and least, we are going to be going through our F tier abdominal exercise. Now, the F tier abdominal exercise is our seated ab machine crunch. Now, the seated ab machine crunch in terms of function is useless. It isolates trunk flexion with no real world benefit. We never can isolate just trunk flexion in the real world, both in sports and just everyday life. Now, recruitment wise, it only targets the surface level abdominal muscles, and it doesn't target them great. It actually targets them pretty poorly. Now, form, it is easy to learn how to do this exercise, but it trains bad movement patterns. So even though it's easy, it's training us to move and exercise improperly, making it that F tier category. So the seated ab machine crunch is the worst abdominal exercise you can be doing if you're looking at improving your ab strength, size, and appearance. Thank you guys for watching. Please leave a comment below with what you think of my ranking of the 5 best and worst abdominal exercises. Let me know what types of videos you want to see next, and I will catch you guys in the next one.